Salute, salute. Salute to God, the Most High, the creator of everything. And I really have to salute and shout out to God on this one because I had a scare. Um, Salute to all the day one, salute to the new subscribers. If you're just not coming into the platform as you come in, please, wipe your feet all over the welcome mat, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. That's what ultimately moves these videos through the algorithm so that they actually receive more views by more people. Um, Trolls, only God and your mama can love you. Last but not least, last but not least, last but certainly not least, one time, and that's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give two salutes to the God, the author and finisher of all of our faith, and just the Prince of Peace, y'all. You know what I mean? The creator of everything, the real savior and MVP. So two salutes to God. This is going to be a conscience video. This is going to be an informational video, motivational video, inspirational video, health related, although I'm not a medical physician type video. Okay. And I'm going to dedicate this to my subscribers and anyone who may be viewing this independently who's not subscribed to me. Hear this through, see this through, think this through. Okay. Let's listen to what she has to say and then we'll get into it.
Colon cancer is one of the most common cancers in the United States, and it affects men and women equally. It is kind of a silent cancer until often it's uncurable. So if you wait until symptoms present, we often can't cure the disease. And so that's very sad because it's a common cancer. It's also, of all the cancers we face, it's one of the most preventable. It fares much better than even breast cancer, where you can get regular mammograms after the age of 40, and yet you can still have breast cancer and have a pretty bad course of it. The gold standard is still colonoscopy because it's the best test. There are alternative tests, but none of them perform quite as well. The reason it's such a good test because it not only screens for polyps, but we can remove them at the same setting. It's also the most sensitive test for colon polyps. That means we have the highest chance of picking up a polyp if it's there. The most common reason that people don't undergo colonoscopy is that they're afraid of it, they don't like the idea of it, and number two, they just think this won't happen to me. And they only want to deal with the things that are happening to them, the symptoms they have. In other words, if it's not broke, don't fix it. The problem is that preventive medicine means you have to look into things that aren't broke, that don't cause you symptoms. And I think that's really not in the mindset of a lot of the population.
Okay. So I had a scare and this scare right here, if it wasn't for an endoscopy and a colonoscopy, I would never know the truth. I still be living in this fear. I still be dealing with a lot of things unknowingly. Okay. So what I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, brothers and sisters, schedule your colonoscopy and your endoscopy today. Save your own life. There's nothing to be afraid of. You don't feel anything. They put you to sleep. It's a good sleep. Um, but it's better to know and to catch anything early than to let these symptoms build up and it becomes a silent killer. Okay. Now I had to take this time off to get my mind right because I knew what was coming. I knew this procedure was coming. My mind was telling me the worst due to what I felt, my symptoms. I've been going back and forth to the doctor, and everyone thought that maybe I had, you know, these type of symptoms. So what I want to share with you is I made it a fun experience. Although I was in fear, I had a great team behind me. And I'm not even talking about the medical team right now. I'm talking about family and friends. All right. Family and friends. So salute to my mother Earth. Salute to my Aunt Jeannie. Salute to my boss and best friend Morgan. Salute to the ravishing and beautiful Bree. Without these people, I would still be living in the same fear that some of you are living with. So what happened was today I faced that fear. I've never been put to sleep. I've never spent the night in the hospital, never had a surgery, still have my tonsils. I can count how many times I've put on a hospital gown. I'm just not one of those people. Was I afraid? Yes. But I was more afraid to find out what they found after I was awake rather than going through the procedure, if that makes any sense. Because, like I said, I've been going back and forth to the doctor. Shout out to Dr. Fernandez, you know, um, and I've been dealing with some things. So I went in here with the mind just to be me, to be funny. So I stayed up all night. I had no choice because I had to take the prep, y'all. And when I tell you that was the hardest part of the procedure, I knew I couldn't drink a gallon of magnesium. So I opted for 24 pills. Understand that I had to take 12 pills within I think they said a 15-minute setting, and then turn around 12 a.m. this morning before my procedure at 8:45 and take another 12 pills in a 15-minute setting with at least 32 ounces of water or better. Hardest thing I've ever had to do. I think I left my guts, my intestines, my brains, and everything. I think I flushed it down the sewage, y'all. So, yes, you will be sore depending on how backed up you are, but that is a colon cleanse. Save your life. If you die of colon cancer, you are choosing to die out of fear. So, I go in, I'm being me, I'm being humorous. Y'all ain't gonna put me to sleep. I ain't going to sleep. I'm a thug. I'm making everybody laugh. You know, oh, I done survived, 3 lethal injection over parking tickets, and I survived the electric chair, you know what I'm saying, over illegal lane change. I'm just saying stupid stuff, to get them laughing and make their day. But I'm also calming myself. They prep me, they get me in, they position me. I look back at the clock. They told me the record was 20 seconds. I'm determined to make it 20 seconds after this anesthesia. When they started administering the anesthesia, understand I'm looking at the doctor, Dr. Fernandez. I'm looking at his whole team, but referencing to the doctor. Yeah, doctor, I ain't sleep yet. Yeah, doctor, I ain't sleep yet. I told you I'm a thug. I told you I'm a thug. Next thing I know, I don't remember anything. And I've got Bree and another nurse, attempting to wake me up while I'm slobbering out of the mouth and snoring. Um, but the results of the colonoscopy came back good. The results of the endoscopy, well, I still have to go through some things, be treated for some things, come up with a plan of treatment. Now, to remove your fear, and y'all, I don't know if this is stomach, I don't know if this is colon, I don't know what this is, but I know some of this is my stomach. But just to remove that fear, they take pictures, y'all. They take pictures. So when you wake up, I know this is definitely my stomach. They take pictures with these cameras after they scope you. This is my stomach. You can see those red spots. You can see that black spot. That is inflammation. That is blood. And the inside of my stomach is raw. I do have a condition passed on from my dad, rest in peace, to my father, called H. pylori. And it's cancerous. So I have to constantly get checked. It's related to what I'm feeling now in my stomach. But I have, they provide you with everything you need, everything you need. And it's better to know than not know. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, if you have not had this done, if you have not had this procedure and you are of age, please, please, please go get checked today. I know many people who have passed away of colon cancer. Understand this is the most curable cancer of cancers. It's more curable than breast cancer. You just have to catch it. They can remove polyps right there during the procedure. They told me a story of a 57-year-old lady who was afraid, and having symptoms. And she started with the palate in her 40s. Never got checked. She was afraid. Came in at 57 a couple of weeks ago, got checked. The polyp turned into a tumor, and now she's fighting cancer and has to go through surgery and this, that, and the third, And I wish the best for this young lady. I wish the best. We don't have to be this young lady. So I want to use my platform right now to send a message to my followers. Go get checked. If you can't do it, make a promise to somebody else you love, fulfill that promise, get it done, ladies and gentlemen. Get it done. Health is wealth. Remove the fear. Okay? Remove the fear. At least now I know what I'm dealing with. At least now I can go back to this specialist. They know what the problem is. And at some point, when I get these results back from my stomach, the biopsy they did on my stomach, I'll basically know what I'm dealing with and I'll have a plan of treatment. Um, Cancer free, they found no polyps, no nothing. Um, Simple procedure. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is life. This is life. We don't always eat right. We don't always, put the right things inside of our bodies. It is important to get these checks or if you are of age. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have fun. Shout out to the whole entire medical staff at Manatee Memorial on the third floor in the endoscopy department. Um, they were wonderful. They were wonderful. They had great sense of humor. They entertained my goofiness. They even cracked jokes back at me. It was great. It was great. Um, I lost my bet. I told them I was a thug. I ain't going to sleep. Well, the anesthesia won. But it's all right. I put up a hell of a fight. I did. I put up a hell of a fight. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still under the anesthesia. I'm actually going to lay back down and go to sleep. There's no way I'm going to make it to work, 3 o'clock this morning. But I'd rather lose a little bit of income than lose my life, and that's something to think about. Just listen, go get checked today. Go get checked today. I understand this ain't the most entertaining video that you've ever seen from me, but I'm going to use my platform to help people and do positive things. Help yourself and do something positive by scheduling that procedure, that exam today, ladies and gentlemen. Lose the fear. Lose the fear. Go get checked. All right. With that being said, y'all get your one on one. Get your one on one. Get your one on one with your higher power, man. There's only one God. And you don't have to meet your maker before time if you just schedule this test and get everything done. If you are, listen, get it done. Move today. Move on this, people. Move on this, ladies and gentlemen. Very important. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you, be courageous, be concerned. Man, get it done. I say, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, brothers and sisters.